The world is talking about Tropic Mania, the biggest professional wrestling event in the Southeast.
Skyfire has made controversial headlines recently for his behavior out of the ring, but that isn't stopping fans from enjoying his outspoken personality.
Don't you want to go to Tropic Mania?
Hello.
Hey, I like it so much I want to run it twice, man. I'm sorry.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to RiverCity-Media. I'm the Howard Chaney along with QB1, the number one Golden fan, and, of course, our very special guest tonight, Mr. Evan Golden. Mr. Golden, how are you doing tonight?
Howie, I'm doing fantastic, man. QB, thank you so much for the kind words under your name. Number one Golden fan. I love it.
You know I am. I just, you got to pick your guy. So when I pick my guy, I pick Evan Golden every time.
This is tremendous. This is why this is my show. And Howie, before we get into this, I just want to take a moment. QB, would you break the news here on the program? What was trending today at RiverCity-Media?
You know what? On social media, on the X, the day of Golden was trending. On RiverCity-Media, we for the first time ever trended, and it was thanks to Mr. Evan Golden.
Look, I don't want to take all the credit, but that is incredible news. And by the way, I've seen the statistics that Evan Golden's episode on It's Still Real to Me podcast was number one rated. The ratings are out. The numbers were sky high. Howie, I mean, is this true that I'm the draw, Evan Golden? Is that what I'm hearing?
Not only is your name golden, but your appearance was golden as well.
Well, we're going to do it again. This is great news. I'm glad to be back, and we're going to do it again. And I from now on, QB, I think I'm going to be the draw, Evan Golden, if that's what's going on here.
I like that. You were, I do have some bad news, though.
Oh, no.
Bad news. The third member of the podcast, JJ, the living legend, is on special assignment in Sherwood.
Special assignment in Sherwood?
In Sherwood.
Right well, that's horrible news. You know what I say about Sherwood, though. Going from Asheville, North Carolina to Sherwood's like going from the Bahamas to Shawshank. So hopefully he's having a good time out there.
Yeah, I hope he's enjoying himself. We hope you get back safe, JJ.
Yeah, hey,
I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Mr. Golden, but before we get too far, I see the gold on your shoulder there. Could you hold it up and just let us get a good look at that, sir?
Yes, absolutely, Howie. This is the Beside the Ring Heavyweight Championship, one of the biggest titles I've ever held. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's like a hubcap, Howie.
That's beautiful. It's a beautiful belt, I tell you. I love it.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm proud to still be champion. We've had a couple of challenges come along. We talked about the Heath Slater match last time we were here, but people want this title, QB. I mean, everybody wants to be Beside the Ring champion, but you have to be Evan Golden to have this over your shoulder, and that's exactly why it's here on the show.
Evan, when you're walking to the ring, I'm sorry, Randy, but Evan, when you're walking through the ring, please tell me that you're not holding it over your shoulder. It is a title belt. Please tell me that you put it on and wear it like a belt.
Oh, I wear it right around the waist, Howie. But you know what? Fun fact about this championship, it is so big that it almost, first of all, it completely covers my gear. So it basically looks like I'm Shawn Michaels. It looks like I have nothing on under it. Nobody's complaining about it. I'm just saying, some people might look at me and think I'm not wearing any shorts. And also, it's very heavy. I want to say this has got to be, it said on the box, 6 to 8 pounds, something like that. So, oh yeah.
Sorry, Randy, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
It's such a beautiful title. Nobody has wore anything that big in the ring since PG-13 brought a hubcap back in the 90s.
yeah, I know. I tell you what, this thing, it's a bit much, but I love it because everybody looks at it. They know I'm the champ. They know I'm the draw, and I'm excited about. I'm excited to be beside the ring champion because they're a promotion. They're doing tremendous things in the business. So,
You've got a don't you have a big match coming up pretty soon?
man, I've got a few big matches coming up soon. I can't keep up with it. Howie, what's going on? Someone give me my schedule. I can't keep up with everything. Um,
I was hoping you'd give us the schedule because I
I,
was thinking Randy had told me something earlier about a big match coming up with someone.
well, this Saturday I have the honor, and by honor I say disappointment, to go to La Follette. But you know what? I'm going to say this right now. This is breaking news on the air. I've never really liked La Follette. I love Southern Pride Championship Wrestling, and I do have a big match this Saturday with Xander Storm. But something's going on. Something's in the air. La Follette likes Evan Golden now. And I don't know what happened because, I usually go out there and I point my finger and say, you guys are trash and I need to get on my private jet and get out of here as soon as possible. But I can't get on my private jet because they don't have an airstrip around there because La Follette's in the middle of nowhere. So it's just La Follette's torture to be at. But the past couple of times I've been there, the people have been warming up to me. All right. I'm literally, I don't know what happened, QB. I guess they're on your side now.
the guy smartened up. Smartened up.
Yeah, well, and I don't know how far La Follette is from Sherwood, but I'm sure it's not far because La Follette, like I said, is like a deserted wasteland. Being in La Follette makes me depressed just looking at it. But you know what? Maybe the people that live there aren't all that bad after all because I'm gonna walk out there this Saturday. They're gonna be cheering, and you know what? I'll be nice. I'll humor them and I will put on my best performance, and I won't even yell at them.
Wow, that's impressive. Uh, Howie, to interject, the match I was talking to Howie about happened last Saturday. You had a quite of an adventure last Saturday night, and a quite a formidable opponent you took on.
Oh, you're not talking about Toby F and Farley, are you?
I am distinctly talking about Toby F. and Barley.
Look, I'm just gonna say this. Everybody knows that Evan Golden is on a different level, but when it was announced that I would be in the ring with Toby Farley, I was a dead man walking. Apparently, everybody was writing my obituary, and we hadn't even had the match yet. And I don't think that's fair because I have the utmost respect for Toby Farley and what he's done. All right, he's the king of Southern strong style, but he's not Evan Golden, and that's what I told him. I said, Toby, you've done things in this business. You've hurt people in ways that people would never dream to be hurt. He's a nightmare to some folk, but he's not Evan Golden. And what I did is I went out there, and I just want to say here on the show, it's the rumors are true. I lost the match, but it was a disqualification. Uh, Toby landed his crotch right on my fist. I don't know if he's into that kind of thing or what. It just happened. Howie, please. This has happened to everybody. I mean, he just landed just like this, and they stopped. They rang the bell and said he won by DQ, and I wasn't done with him. And to show the horrible people of Lebanon, Tennessee, how not through I was with him, I hit him with the afterburner. And legend has it he's not doing too good. Actually, I think he has some neck issues right now as we speak. So
A
it was a
great,
match.
tough opponent, but he kind of learned a lesson. And after he took the afterburner, didn't move that well. I hear.
Well, I think they needed to, get him out of there with a stretcher or spatula or something like that just to get him out of the way. I think they took him to the local medical facility and took care of his neck. Look, I mean, here's the thing. He won the match. And like I said, I will shake Toby Farley's hand. But you should just know that when he's shaking my hand, he's going to limp over and might have a walker because that afterburner was 6 feet in the air and his neck was twisted like I've never seen before. And I gave him a second one for good luck just because I felt bad for him. So
2 afterburners.
two afterburners on Toby Farley. And Toby, I don't know if you're watching this, Toby, but I don't want to hear another word from your lip. This is over. All right. You won the match. I don't need to face you again. You have your win under your belt on Evan Golden. You're lucky that this wasn't on the line. So it's fine. It's fine.
Well, simply, he should live the rest of his career off a win over Evan Golden.
Yeah, and that's why there's not going to be a rematch. I hope to never see him again. Not because I'm scared of Toby. It's because Toby is scared of Evan Golden. So,
Oh, you'll have to be careful when you order French fries not to run into him somewhere.
well, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Now, actually, he might be putting the fries in my bag.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, true, true. Mr. Golden, last time we didn't get to do Mr. Cheney's world famous superstitions segment
oh,
because you had some business to handle. I think before we get deep into the podcast, Howie, I think we ought to probe into what Mr. Golden does to get ready for a match.
hey, it's a
Yeah,
good idea.
you heard the question there. Everyone that comes on the shows, regardless of who they are, I always ask, do they have some type of superstition that they want to do or they
Mhm.
have to do before they enter the ring or to whatever it may be? Do you have any?
Yeah, I do, Howie. That's a good question. JJ would have never came up with a question like this. Superstitions with Howie is my new favorite segment on a podcast. And good question, Howie. Look, before every match, I want to say so I really enjoy stretching because I think it's important to stretch. I'm sure you've been told that before, but if you don't stretch before a match, that could really give you injury. I mean, even if you're athletic and you feel good, it's always a good idea to stretch. So I like to stretch out a little bit before the match. I like to drink water to stay hydrated. I don't know about other people. I don't know if this is just me, but I get heated up really quickly if there's a hot building, and I've been in some hot buildings, I'll have to tell you guys about the SOM Chucky Dome. That place is like 100 degrees in the summer. It's probably more than that. And I don't really handle heat that well. When you're coddled your whole life, I guess that's what happens, when you're in fine air conditioning all the time. And the silver spoons that I've been fed are also quite cold on the lip. But anyways, I don't handle heat that well, so I like to drink water before my match to like cool the jets. And then I go out there and steal the show sometimes before a really big match. This is like a deep answer, Howie, but I mean, it's just me, man. It's who I am. Sometimes before a really big match, I'll close my eyes and just think of the journey, because this journey for me isn't just like since I started wrestling, it's been my whole life. So sometimes if I've got a big opportunity, I'll like think back of when I was like 5 or 6 years old, when I kind of was just learning how to wrestle anyways. So that's just kind of a special routine I do every so often. So
Randy, we got a
We've got
comment.
a comment here from Mr. Casey Kazana,
what?
Evan's
Oh my God,
best friend.
Hi, best
KC.
friend. How about
Look, guys,
that?
look, it's true. Me and Kirk are best friends. I don't think it was like that the last time we were on the show. But yeah, Kirk's the bestest friend I ever had, and I love him very much. I'll give him the shirt off my back, and I'm glad he's here to see the show.
And a co-star in a soon-to-be released movie that will feature yourself, Miss.
That's right. Well, it's funny, QB. A lot of people have accused me of being friends with KC just to get his star power in my movie. That's not true. He's my best friend, and I could have not have picked anybody else to be in my independent spectacular. Okay, this is going to be a sensation. And look, it's a fine text is right here. He's my best friend, KC. I love you, buddy. Enjoy the show, and yeah, it's good to have him here.
And of course, he follows it up with the guy walking around with your pretend title right now, trying to be a champion, Mr. Max. You're better than Max Abel. We all
Look,
know.
look, QB. You said it the last time I was here. Who's the greatest East Tennessee heavyweight champion other than KC Kazana, other than Jimmy Golden? It's Evan Golden. It's just how it is. So good luck to Max Abel, but he's got a big shoe to fill.
Uh,
It's one of those things that you're just better than everybody. So why are we just pinpointing one person? You're better than
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, well, being better than Max Abel is like being the nicest guy in prison. But I mean, at the same time, Yeah, Howie, you're right. Howie, you got a good head on your shoulders. He's much better than JJ, and I think here on the show we should kick JJ off of the show for good and make sure he never comes back.
I
Well,
hope
he may not be able to make it out of Sherwood, so
Well, those are some dirty streets he's in right now. It's a dangerous place. Actually, I don't even think they have paved roads in Sherwood. Let's say a let's have a moment of silence for JJ. Poor JJ.
KC also says, don't forget Dr. Tom.
how good.
Dr. Tom was the inaugural East Tennessee heavyweight champion. Absolutely. Actually, Dr. Tom is debatably statistically speaking, the real greatest East Tennessee heavyweight champion. I like to say I'm the greatest modern East Tennessee heavyweight champion.
You know, this is the perfect point. We're digging into some stuff. Dr. Tom played a huge part of when you were a young superstar to be, before you realized your greatness.
Yeah, all right.
Tom invested in you. And Dr. Tom is a big part of your early story. Of course, you were already a golden, already knew what you were doing, but Dr. Tom chipped the edge off the diamond.
Well, here's the thing. I have the utmost respect for Dr. Tom. He's one of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time. And anybody who's had a chance to go to his school, JPWA, and learn, they have something that they will never lose out of his school. And that's knowledge from him. But yeah, Dr. Tom, there were rumors last year, QB, that Dr. Tom assisted me in cheating in a match. Dr. Tom's never cheated a day in his life, and KC will tell you that's not true. Those are false allegations. Dr. Tom was simply giving me advice on how to win the match. That's all it was. No cheating. All right.
So you start out being great, end up being the greatest.
Yeah. Well,
That
here's the
basically it.
thing. I want to say I thought I was a pretty great wrestler even before I knew how to wrestle, but now I don't know. I definitely know I'm better than Max. So Max, you better get to work and be a great champion. You've got my shoes to fill, KC's shoe to fill, and KC wears like a size 16. So
Well, look, I cannot read this comment, but it's too good not to post. I'm going to let it.
what is it? Oh God. Thank you, Easy Money. Easy Money's here on the show, everyone. Special guest, my
And
trainer.
Easy Money wins the contest for the best comment all year.
Well, look, I think it's true. It's what I am, and I think nobody could sum it up better than that. That comment was easy. So
I'll go ahead and say it. Better than birthday sex, Evan Golden.
Yeah.
guys, we need to get some T-shirts with that on there. What ProWrestlingTees.com? Anybody?
I'm buying the first one. Just make sure you got it in 4X large.
Yours is gonna wrinkle up to where it only says birthday sex, and people are gonna kick you out of the mall you're in or whatever.
Hey, be the first time.
Yeah.
So, Evan, we have touched on it a little bit, but you have our guest next Friday night, and you have had a history next Friday night. Michael Gabriel will be here on River City.
Right.
Is that a history that you're embracing now, or where are we going with Mr. Michael Gabriel?
Look, Michael Gabriel and I, there's no secret that we've made history. I think the thing about my relationship with Michael Gabriel right now is we're not really on the same page. Last year, Michael Gabriel and we took the NWA territories by storm. We showed the National Wrestling Alliance exactly what we are and what we can do. So much so, we even went to West Virginia, the worst place on the planet other than Sherwood.
I agree with you on West Virginia.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to go to West Virginia, you might as well just get on a train ride to hell because that's all you're going to be going to. It's the worst place I've ever been to. And I was actually, side story, I was stuck in West Virginia during the hurricane that hit Asheville. And so, yeah, basically I had to deal with a hurricane and being stuck in West Virginia. I will never go to West Virginia again. It's over. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So Michael Gabriel and I, we were very turbulent at the NWA, and what we were doing there was very special. We went to West Virginia and we won tag team titles there, representing NWA JCP. But Michael Gabriel, you guys, once you get to know him, you're gonna learn he's a strange fellow. He's a peculiar man. He actually, Howie, you might wanna be careful because he might try to talk you in to some things. All right, he's a very persuasive individual. He carries a book called the Book of Gabriel, right? And if you don't read it, he gets, I don't know, I don't. He gets mad if you don't. He gets upset, and that's what's happened with us the past couple of months. I've not really wanted to, indulge in his readings. I've not really been interested in what he's had to say. I think his attitude's gotten a little sour. And I think, as you guys can see, you're in the presence of greatness. But he thinks that what he has and what I need to listen to of his is better than me and bigger than me. And I don't like that talk. I think it's rude, and I don't think he should raise his voice at me. And actually, that's exactly what happened. Last month, he said he was mad at me and he didn't want to talk to me. So yeah, me and Michael Gabriel, we're not standing too well together right now as a team. So
He said that next Friday he was coming for a therapy session on
really,
Joey and myself. Yes, he said
well,
myself especially because he knows I'm a Golden man.
yeah. Well, be careful, QB, because I know you're a Golden man. It says the fine print is there, number one Golden fan. But Michael Gabriel, he brainwashes, and dare I say, he's almost a little dangerous. And look, our tag team. I'm not gonna go as far as to say that we're through. We're not done teaming, but I would like to say here live on the show that Michael Gabriel's attitude and his ego is getting a little out of sorts. And I think the problem with him is he thinks that I need to look like him. I need to dress like him. Yeah, because everybody knows Evan Golden needs to wear a trench coat and suspicious glasses and look like Michael Gabriel. That's not going to happen. So I'll team with him, but it might not go so well. So
Does he drive a white van?
yes. No, I'm kidding. No, he
Oh,
doesn't.
okay.
No, it's actually I think he tried to tell me he doesn't drive cars. He told me he floats. I don't know what that means. Howie, do you know what that means?
I have no idea.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
He's a peculiar man. Look, he's a fantastic talent, but if you get too deep into what he's saying, it might change you into someone you're not really truthfully as a person.
So,
So
so are you saying that next Friday I need to bring a cross and have an onion wrapped around my neck?
look, I think no, I think Howie, I think you guys should welcome Michael Gabriel. But if he does this with his hands while he's talking, just like turn around, just do this,
Good advice.
yeah, just turn your chair around. And if he like gets really, really, really close to the camera like this when he's talking and starts having this breathy phone sex voice, yeah, stay away because he's just trying to convince you to join his people, and he's already doing this at SOM. Fortunately, at School of Morton Live, I've kept my distance from Michael Gabriel. So
So should we just basically do the interview like this come Friday? Keep from looking.
yes,
Just,
yes, yeah, just do what I do and wear some shades. I actually wore these because I thought JJ was gonna be here, and I didn't want to get cataracts from looking at him. But actually, it's fine. I could probably take these off. So I don't know. I wear my sunglasses at night though.
It's so cool.
Randy,
Yeah.
put up the comment that Anna Cox said. Evan is very passionate about West Virginia.
I'm very passionate. I'm so passionate about West Virginia. I'm so passionate. It's gone full circle to where I never want to step foot there again.
Yep.
That's how
Hmm.
passionate I am.
I'm pretty passionate about it too.
Oh, we got another comment down at the bottom. Casey Kasarian saying Evan.
Look,
That is my name, Casey. Look,
hey, look, KC's done jumped over to YouTube now too.
oh my gosh, he's multi-platforming, and he remembered to get dressed today and spell my name. Did someone spot him the A or what? Good job, Casey.
My hero. Hey, we do have a question from the internet from Mr. Easy Money. Tell your story about your fanny pack the other day.
Well, oh, that's
Did you have a tragic fanny pack incident?
well, yeah. There was an incident, and for those who know me best, I wear luxurious leather fanny pack, sponsored by and bought by Easy Money himself. He bought me a fanny pack. It was a birthday gift from a
I
couple
saw
years
you
ago.
with a Gucci fanny pack, but just
Oh, that's the one.
yeah,
That's the one. And here's the thing, QB. A lot of people. I might as well start a show called "Everybody Hates Evan" because everybody just looks at me and thinks, "Oh, well, we should just shut Evan down," and we couldn't possibly be on Evan's level, so let's just hate him. It's like my best friend ever, Kurt Kazana, says, "I've never met a hater doing better than me." That's a good line. You guys should write that down because next time people talk bad about you, you'll think about it. Well, they're probably just jealous. Well, good job, QB. Don't forget, don't use a crayon. Use pencil or pen. Oh, good job, sir. Anyways, so the other day I was at a basketball game here in Asheville, my own hometown, at my own high school. I was there supporting my family. We had a couple of my whole family was there, and I wanted to come in and support my sister, who's a cheerleader, and I was escorted out of the building because apparently they had a no bag policy. Evan Golden got escorted out of a public place because they had a no bag policy, and I had a fanny pack on. And I guess that counts as something that's not allowed. Now, I'm not saying there's a problem with the policy, but obviously they don't know who I am. All right, I mean, that's the most Can anybody disrespect the beside the ring champion any more than that? I don't think so. So yeah, I got kicked out of my own public place here in my own town because I was wearing a luxurious fanny pack.
what
So
was that? Was that better, worse than the New Year's Eve story?
no. It's actually the New Year's Eve story is even worse. This fanny pack is somehow the best and worst thing that's ever happened. It's the best thing in the world because if you've never had a fanny pack, it's the perfect place to keep your tools and your things.
Have
I'm very
roll
big
up.
on toiletries. Yeah, so I mean, here's the thing. I keep contact lenses, my wallet's in there. I mean, I can't fit this bad boy in there, but it's nice if you go to an amusement park or something, you've got a fanny pack on, you can keep all your stuff in there. You don't have to put it in your pockets. But anyways, the only problem with having a fanny pack is if you have a friend like Kirk who wants to steal it live on a show and wear it during his match, yeah, you can have a scare. On New Year's, I looked out at the Battle Royal, the New Year's Eve Battle Royal at Net Pro Studios, and KC was wearing my fanny pack, and I had to go out there and get it from him. Fortunately, it was a Battle Royal,
I'm
so.
so disappointed in KC. So next time you and KC bust a team together, I'm thinking Zumas and a fanny pack. Go retro 1980s.
Well,
Road.
that's a great idea. We could call ourselves the Fannies.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Let's go back to some of this. We know what you do pre match. As far as after the match, how do you rehabilitate yourself as far as getting ready for the next match?
It's very important when you have a schedule like mine to recuperate as soon as possible. I can't count the weeks where I've had a grueling match, a physical match, and then I have to be on the road to go somewhere the very next day. I think the most important thing that you can do is if you have any injuries, like any nagging injuries, take care of it immediately. Don't wait until the next day. Don't wait till next week. If there's something bothering you, take care of it now. Wrap it up, seal it up, and then just get on the road and just go to the next place. And but yeah, one thing that I'll definitely do after every match is just I actually, this is kind of strange. I kind of like to be by myself after matches are over because I like to be alone and just kind of let the adrenaline like get out of my system. Because if I go and talk to other people about how great I am or how awesome I did and how I won, all that's gonna make me do is get more amped up, and then I'm just gonna be up all night. I'm gonna be painting the town brown. So
What's your post match meal?
post match meal, man, that's actually I really enjoy I really enjoy steak, man. Now, obviously, steakhouses and places with steak aren't really open sometimes after wrestling shows. So sometimes I'll go home and just make me a sirloin or something. Just because I love steak so much, I could eat it all day, man. So that's kind of my go-to. Very rarely I will also eat something sweet if there was a match big enough that I was really dieting really hard before it, and then the match is over, I'll eat something sweet to finally get it, in my system. But steak is like my favorite go-to. I also love a good burger, man. I can't lie to you. You put me in a place with a burger, Evan Golden's gonna eat it. Just don't kick me out because of my fanny pack, because that's rude. It's rude. It's
Hey,
rude.
I understand, Howie. I like to be by myself after the buffet. Just kind of brings yourself down.
Yeah, when QB's done at the Shoney's, he's got to sit in his car for a minute and just say, "Oh
Yep.
my God, that was crazy."
The 51 strips of bacon. I feel the same.
Yeah,
The only reason he's got to do that is because he's so full he can't get up and walk out of the car.
That's
he's
true.
so full he can't walk straight.
Yep.
There you go.
They don't
Yeah,
care what he.
So, your training regimen, what do you do to stay in shape?
I go to the gym every day. Easy Money has actually been the one who's really kicked me into gear. Last year, last year I was doing things that nobody else was doing. I was having NWA title matches. I was out there on the road and stealing the show and becoming the young future legend that I am today. But the only thing was, is I really wasn't kicking it full gear in the gym like I should have. And Easy Money got me in there. If you guys remember Easy from ECW, WCW's jacked beyond belief, and he got me in the gym and he really kicked me into gear. So now I go to the gym every day, try to get the waistline down a little bit, try to get the muscles pumped up. And yeah, he's really, and my dad too. My dad also goes with me a lot and makes sure that I'm not slacking. If you're cheating in the gym, you're cheating yourself, QB. That's what they say.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I believe in that.
So, as far as you don't wrestle every day, I understand that. How do you
right.
stay cardio in shape?
One of my favorite things, speaking of the gym, I like to do the Stairmaster at the gym. That's if anybody wanted to know, what's the one thing at the gym that you enjoy doing that really pushes you to the limit as far as cardio. Instead of the treadmill, I like to do the Stairmaster. If you can climb 1,000 steps on the Stairmaster and still feel good, that's just proof that you've got somewhat good conditioning. Because some people get on the Stairmaster and like a minute in, they're like, I gotta go back to Sherwood. I'm so good. I gotta get out of here. So, and then they go and, do fake missions in Sherwood. But, anyways, also, one thing I really like to do, and this is something I try so hard to do, and I can't do it every week because it's just, you gotta have it set up and you gotta have a place to go to. But I really like swimming, man. Swimming is like the best cardio because like it's not like running, because when you're running, it kind of hurts your joints. You get sore, you feel bad. When you swim, it's almost more exercise than running and more cardio, but you feel good after. And yeah, that's another piece of cardio that I very much recommend doing is if you can swim. So I know JJ would sink to the bottom of the pool, but we won't talk about him while he's not here. So
Please tell me when you're on the Stairmaster, you got the fanny pack on.
I do have a fanny pack on, and it's so help me God, if they come up to me and tell me to leave, then I don't know what this world's come to. That's all I'm gonna say.
Uh, your your computer even knows that you're awesome because it keeps on giving you the thumbs up as well.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. And I know that even the technology knows that I'm the drawl Evan Golden.
The trending Evan Golden.
The trending drawl Evan Golden is here.
I mean, it's probably normal for you to trend, but for RiverCity-Media to trend, that's huge for us.
Look,
Yes,
look, I'm not surprised because this is our show. I'm a special guest on the show, and if there's any show that I want to skyrocket to the top and help out, it's this program because they know how to treat a champion. All right,
exactly.
that's all it is.
Absolutely. Randy, you got any questions?
Hey, Evan, on a serious note, I know you have a special relationship and a special last name.
Yeah.
Uh, what does being a Golden mean to you? Because your father was a wrestler, I believe.
That's right.
I believe you have a couple other family members, and everybody's aware of what Golden means in the world of, especially in Knoxville.
Yeah, Knoxville knows everything there is to know about the Goldens. And I look, I can't describe how fortunate I feel. You know, you can't pick your parents, you can't pick your family, but I was born into a family that just so happened to make history in professional wrestling. There's parts of it that adds a lot of pressure for me in my career, but also, you know, it's also kind of I don't know, man. I love my family. I've thanks to them, I've been able to be around professional wrestling my whole life. It's in my blood to love wrestling. You know, there's never been a part of me that's like, man, it's so hard for me to like wrestling. No, I love it, and I will wrestle until the wheels fall off because I love it and I was born to do it. And when you're born golden, that means you get to, you know, see wrestling your whole life and I can't describe how much fun it is to, you know, be involved with wrestling 25/8. Where did QB go? Did he fall off?
He's coming back.
Yeah, that was JJ trying to call me from Sherwood.
Tell JJ to be quiet. That's rude, is
I,
what that
I know,
is.
I know, Joe. He couldn't get signal to get through to me, but he tried.
JJ, stop trying to be a part of the show. You're late. You're not here. You're missing. That's your fault.
Yeah,
You can't
hey,
do that, JJ.
he,
You're not gonna get your stuff in.
You're
he,
giving Sherwood too much credit. The only way you can get any messages out of Sherwood is by smoke signal.
Well,
true.
you know, they don't even run wrestling in Sherwood. Sherwood couldn't draw money if you gave it a green crayon. All right, so no Sherwood. All right.
I'm going to ask you to go into the future and see yourself down the road. And 10 years from now, Evan Golden is where in his career?
Well, Evan Golden, 10 years from now, mark my words, and make sure JJ doesn't try to call and interrupt. This is his history right here.
Yeah,
I'm looking into the future, for God's sake. Not many people know how to look into the future. I'm like Marty McFly over here, okay? I
as long
can
as it's not Michael Gabriel looking into the future, we're okay.
Well, see, that's the problem. Michael Gabriel thinks he's looking into the future, but Evan Golden is about to really look into the future. 10 years from now, Evan Golden will be an international sensation. And I'm already on the brink. There are things, not 10 years from now, there's things that I know that will be happening by the end of this year that I'm not even allowed to talk about. That are
Mm,
tremendous things for Evan Golden. But when these things happen, I'm still gonna come here on the show and talk about how tremendous it is. But, if this year is going to be the year of Evan Golden, then just imagine 10 years from now. And there's one thing I do know, uh, 10 years from now, Kurt Kazana's still going to be my best friend. That's all I'm going to
yeah,
say.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. And get main event WrestleMania in 10 years. It's funny, I just said that, and he's way ahead of me. Golden and Kazana will maybe, hopefully, be main eventing WrestleMania, but not against each other. No, no. It's tag partners and friends.
All I gotta say is, in 10 years, when y'all headline WrestleMania, don't forget the two fat guys and sending us tickets.
Yes.
Oh no, no. Fat guys. There's no fat guys here. JJ's not here. No, I'm kidding. That was a bad joke.
That was,
Actually,
Just don't
well,
forget us. Don't forget us.
oh no, you guys are there. And you know what? Even JJ is gonna be there. I don't even care. I'm so excited about this. JJ can come.
JJ can't find his way out of Sherwood, so we'll never see him again.
Well, Sherwood's probably like on The Walking Dead where there's like walls all around it. It's probably like a tribe. I think Sherwood's on the bottom left corner of Tennessee, wherever that is.
yeah, yeah. I think Ken
So,
Chesney said he'd been there once.
yeah, really?
Yeah,
JJ's probably the king of Sherwood.
that's true. That's true.
They probably give him like a straw hat and he gets to tell everybody what he wants. He's like, bring me donuts. I am king of Sherwood.
Yeah, that sounds pretty accurate, to be honest.
Yeah, that's how do you think he got on this show?
That's exactly, brought donuts. He all
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, before he came on the show, me and Randy only weighed about 200 pounds each.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh no, he's fattening you guys up. JJ's you got to keep these two in shape. Being a podcaster, you've got to be conditioned, JJ. God, what is it? Look at those muscles. That's how you do it.
Hey,
Yep.
I'm round to the shape, so I'm all right.
Well, you could be square like JJ.
So one more question and I'll come back.
JJ SquarePants. What was that, QB?
Uh, we had a we've been trying to encourage one of the local organizations to book you down here. And there's a young man that KC talked about last time. He's only about 8 matches in, but I actually think he could use some seasoning from Evan Golden, and that would be the second generation wrestler of Pat Rose, his son Ty Rose, who was a tag team partner of KC's dad.
Right.
I think you might come down and take a little interest in meeting him across the ring someday.
Look, I'm going to say one thing right now. Any friend of the Kazanas right now is certainly a friend of mine. But Ty, I've heard things about you. I've heard that you've got a little bit of an ego problem. Can you guys clarify? Is this true? Are these rumors? Like, what's going on here?
About 350. He thinks he's bad.
Look, I'm going to say one thing. I'll tell Ty Rose, if you're watching this, I want you to listen. Evan Golden is just the person to help you with your little seasoning problem. And I'll tell you one thing right now. Speaking of seasoning, I eat sirloins for dinner and ribeyes for dessert, pal. So if you don't think I have something to worry about, we've got a problem. But Ty, if you stay on the right track, respect your elders, respect the golden child, maybe, just maybe one day you will get a shot at the Beside the Ring Heavyweight Championship. And by the way, it only makes sense for Ty Rose to team with KC Kazana. We got to make this full circle, but it's not going to happen if he doesn't watch that attitude. So Ty, you just listen to Evan Golden, everything's going to be okay.
He dressed like Santa Claus to win a match.
Well, you know what? We've all been there. It happens. You got to do the Santa Claus bit every once in a while. It's Christmas time,
Mick Foley, that's his fault.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. That's why I
I-
always keep a Santa hat in the glove compartment. You never know when you got to pull out the Santa. But don't be Santa, Ty, or else
Yeah.
you're not going to get a shot at this.
Howie, why don't you ask Mr. Golden adult questions because I'm just fanboying over here.
Mr. Golden, how long have you been in the biz?
We're looking at 3 years. So,
3 years, already a champ. Wow.
yeah. And, oh, but what is this? Oh my God. I can't carry all this. I can't keep all this gold over my shoulder. I almost forgot the ICWA Royal Crown Championship is also here on the podcast. And yeah, Howie, look, put on the glasses. There's too much glare. Look at this. I'm gonna.
Bling bling.
Oh, gosh, it's a lot of gold. Yeah, Evan Golden is a multiple time champion. The gold collector Evan Golden is back. And it only took 3 years to get here with the guidance of Easy Money and 24 karat Eddie Golden. That's all I know.
That's where I know you from. I saw you on the Discovery Channel Gold Rush. You're bringing in all that gold.
Yeah, that was me. I also have a move called Gold Rush. That's a coincidence, Howie. That's
Nice.
yeah.
Awesome. So which title, you just pulled up a title. What title was that one?
Yeah, this is the ICWA Royal Crown Championship. Now, actually, I will be defending this very shortly. February 22nd is right around the corner. This title is going to be on the line. But look, this year, 2025 has already been a tremendous. QB knows all about it. Evan Golden has been on top, and the year just started. We've already had a successful Beside the Ring title defense at Net Pro Studios. Did you guys hear about this? It was all over the news. I defended the title. And I'm still champion. So
Still champion.
still champ. And the year's just begun. Look, everybody wants Evans Gold, even right when the new year starts, but they're not gonna get it, right, QB?
That's right. And you beat that deadbeat dad, Heath Slater, too.
I did beat the deadbeat dad Heath Slater. Legend has it Heath still has nightmares about me in the middle of the night. I think he has hypnic jerks when I pop up into his brain, but that's okay. I would too if I were Heath. And by the way, Heath, if you're watching this, there will never, ever be a rematch for this, sir. Everybody, the rumor mill is saying that Heath's going to get another shot at this, which is hilarious. And they should take that to Comedy Central because that's what I think about it.
Isn't he from West Virginia?
Oh my God. He
Yeah.
is from West Virginia. That explains everything. Heath, why don't you stay in West Virginia with your people where you belong? Because I can't stand the sight of you. No wonder I can't look at Heath without throwing up a little bit in my mouth. It's because he's from West Virginia. That's all I needed to know.
Perfect.
He's got all those kids, and you whipped them like a yard dog.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, I went out there. I was like, and then I said, Heath, go on back to West Virginia where you belong and don't come back. And Heath, there will never, ever be a rematch. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Perfect. Well, in the last 15 minutes of this trending podcast, we have to discuss the soon-to-be movie release starring Mr. Evan Golden,
Oh, yeah.
featuring Mr. Evan Golden, produced by
Mhm.
Mr. Evan Golden, wrote by Mr. Evan Golden. The greatest, maybe taking the spot of, like Burt Reynolds was back in the 80s.
Yeah.
A man in himself. Tell us a little about your theatric release,
We
Mr.
have
Golden.
so Evan Golden and Kirk Kazana are collaborating on a theatrical release of the newest internet sensation, Tropic Mania. Now, I say internet sensation because we're going to be premiering this movie at a theater, but it's going to be on streaming platforms. Tropic Mania is going to be coming to Prime Video this summer, and it's going to be the greatest independent wrestling film that has ever happened. Why? Because Evan's going to be in it. Kirk Kazana is going to be in it. Michael Gabriel has a role in the movie. We might have to discuss his contract if he's going to keep up this bad attitude. If he keeps it up, I'm going to have to use archive footage or CGI or something. I don't know. Maybe I could just find it. QBU could take his place. He has a beard, so.
Yeah, and I can play a lunatic.
Oh yeah. Just do this all the time while you talk and have a breathy voice, and you'll be Michael Gabriel. But anyways, yeah, he's gonna be in the movie. There's actually a few people I've not announced yet that are in the movie that are going to be a great surprise. And yeah, it's going to be out this summer. It's going to be a movie about wrestling. It's an all original story. And what we saw at the beginning of the show was the teaser trailer. So I gave you guys about like a 40-second look at what to expect. But we will be showing it off more as we finish filming. I'm very excited about it. So.
This is posted on RiverCity-Media too. If you want the full minute version
Mm-hmm.
of the preview, which is electrifying, and I'm dying to know who Skyfire is. Just dying.
Yeah, oh yeah, that will be revealed, and that is the name derived from Easy Money's original ring name, by the way. Fun fact for the show, that was his ring name for Smoky Mountain Wrestling, and we decided to use it for the movie. He granted us permission. The trailer shows a glimpse of the original Skyfire logo, and somebody in the movie is going to be playing Skyfire, and you just never know who's going to be.
Oh man,
I've got a question. How you're a wrestler,
Yeah.
you're a movie star, you're a producer, you're the greatest. How do
so
you find time for all this?
You know what, Howie? I've got to say, this movie is going to be like a passion project for me. So it's kind of one of those things that there's been a lot of late nights. There's been a lot of dark editing room moments where I'm like just so focused on this movie. I want it to be perfect. I want it to be so good that when you guys watch it, you're like, I want to watch it again. I don't know. I want everybody to enjoy it. But I do have a heavy schedule, so I've been trying to find time to edit it. We're still filming. There's still stuff that needs to be filmed. So basically what I've been doing is I've been taking the days that I'm not wrestling or not traveling and just working on the movie. My buddies will tell you whenever they text me during my free time and they're like, "Hey, what are you up to?" My answer is usually I am working on the movie. So but by the time this summer comes, which will be right before we know it, the movie will be finished and you guys are going to be blown away, is all I'm going to say. So
Incredible. And you have one distribution with Prime Video already.
we do. Prime Video is confirmed. We're gonna try to get other ones, but that's kind of like my goal. If it is not on anything else, I'd at least want it to be on Prime. But we are working to get it to other distributions. But it's gonna be cool, man. You guys are gonna like it, and it's a comedy, so it should rile you up. I'm sure JJ will think it's funny because he's easily amused at it,
Yeah.
but
Yes.
you
Well, I
know.
mean, not making a album. I mean, you've already wrestled. You've made a movie. Could
Yeah.
video, the music be far behind?
Oh yeah, well I love making music. Actually, I'm composing the soundtrack for the movie. I'm wearing a lot of hats here. It's so much so you'd think it would drive someone crazy, but like I said, am so excited about this movie. I want it to be perfect, and you guys are going to be seeing original movie making from Evan Golden, acting from Evan Golden, wrestling from Evan Golden because it's a wrestling movie and everybody loves wrestling from Evan Golden.
Yes.
And then you're also going to hear music from Evan Golden. This is the Evan Golden Spectacular is what it basically is, except it involves so many talented people. I've got a cast that is amazing, and yeah, it's gonna be so cool. You guys are gonna love it. So
A cornucopia of Evan Golden.
it's a cavalcade of Evan Golden.
Very.
It's you guys are gonna, after you watch the movie, you're gonna fall asleep and be like, Evan, go Golden, 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 Golden. You guys are gonna be dreaming of
Randy
me.
does that already.
I do.
Randy sucks his thumb while he's doing it.
Yeah. And my CPAP.
Yeah, yeah. On his CPAP, there's text on the side. It's an Evan Golden sticker.
How did you know?
Oh, I saw you bought it from my merch table.
Hey, can we go ahead and get you on the record with saying that before the movie hits Prime, you will come back on here and promote it again?
I will say I've got my hand up. I'm gonna put my hand on the title. What do I do? How do I pinky promise? Yeah, yeah. Hand on the title, pinky promise, hand up. I will be back whenever I'm asked to come back to River City Media because and we should probably explain this to that Joseph guy who tried to infiltrate the show last time. We draw numbers. QB draws numbers. Howie draws numbers. Evan Golden draws numbers, and that's why we were trending earlier. So
The only way I can draw numbers with pencil and paper, man.
yeah, I know. Well, you've always been a mathematician, so
Yeah.
Hey, let's put this last comment up real quick, Randy. Let me put it up there real quick.
Rats love the cheese.
that is false. That is not a song that I've written, but I have written. That's no.
Hey,
No.
that intro to Tropic Mania, that is almost Prince-like in its composure.
Thank you, QB. I'm proud of it. And the best part about it is that's just the first glimpse. I'm so excited to put like a full length trailer to where you guys can actually see what it's gonna be about. But yeah, I'm proud of the teaser, and if QB likes it, then
I love it.
I've already won.
Do you have a rough time frame as far as when that could be coming out?
Yeah, we're aiming for August. So I still want it to be summertime, but it's with August it's gonna be kind of that brink. But yeah, I'm hoping for August. If it's done well ahead of schedule, we'll shoot for July. But I'm thinking it's gonna be August 2025. And yeah, we're gonna take this world by storm with this movie, I'll tell you that much.
If you need any podcast footage, please feel free to use ours.
Well, yeah, I will, and I might do that. Like I said, we're still working on it. There's plenty of time.
As long as you put some original Evan Golden music behind it, it would be great.
I will, and I'll censor JJ's face so we don't have to we don't want people walking out of the theater.
You know how they do music that is an ironic name? We'll just call it the Ode to Sherwood.
Yeah, I could probably. Well, you know what? I could probably make their theme song.
Yep.
Something tells me Sherwood's theme song would be made with like a couple of sticks or something and a pan.
Sticks and a kazoo.
Yeah, yeah, a triangle and a kazoo. That's all it is. Yeah.
I know one thing, Annie. This has been the funniest podcast I've ever been a part of.
Well, Sherwood's hilarious to talk about because, yeah, I can't. Well, I would say I've seen it, but I'm starting to wonder if it's even a real place.
And Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Mr. Go, I failed you as a host. I didn't have your date prepared, but you did mention a couple of dates that you have moved that you are going to be defending your titles at. Could you grace with those?
Yes, so this Saturday, here's what's coming up. This Saturday, we've got SPCW. Evan Golden's going to be going to the Sportatorium in La Follette. And like I said, if they want to keep cheering me on, I'll show them with respect. You know, everybody thinks that I'm a bad guy and that I have a bad attitude. The only thing is, I'm only treating people the way they treat me. So,
Absolutely.
I mean, if they're going to start cheering me on and they've come to their senses and this whole mass hysteria that I'm a cheater and a liar and a thief, now that that's gone, I'm gonna go out there on Saturday and I'm gonna do my best work, and I'll high five the whole place. But I'm gonna have to have the unfortunate duty to go to Jonesville, Virginia, which is like going from paradise to a psych ward. I don't know if you've been to Jonesville, but it makes me sick. It's not as bad as West Virginia, but I mean, Virginia is right next to it, so it can't be much better, and that's where I'm gonna be going next Saturday, February 8th. Uh, I've actually, you know what? This is a big deal. I've not announced this anywhere. I've not said this anywhere else. On
Trendy.
February 8th, this is for you, QB. The Beside the Ring title is going to be on the line. On the line, February 8th in Jonesville. And you know what? Jonesville should be lucky that I'm even considering putting this on the line and that they get to see me defend it. That's all I'm going to say.
That they're lucky.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? La Follette does have a better Waffle House than Jonesville, whatever it's called.
I know. They have a tremendous Waffle House. I'll compliment them.
When you go to Jonesville, take a lot of hand sanitizer.
Yeah, I'll take some hand I might wear a mask or something, or you don't want to breathe those people's air. Last time I was in Jonesville, they cussed me out of the building, and I thought I was beyond friendly. So what? I beat RT3. What's the big deal? Nobody. It's
RT.
RT3. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you hold your nose when you were walking to the ring?
Yeah, I about passed out.
I thought.
Yeah, it was in the place smelled. Imagine the worst smelling smell that you've ever smelled times 10. That's Jonesville. I'm almost reconsidering the show next weekend. Now that I think about it, I don't know if I should put the old big gold title out there in the presence of those people. They really have no idea how fortunate they're going to be that I'm going to be defending this title. I mean,
I heard it smelled like pork rinds, boiled peanuts, and BO. That's what I
yeah,
heard.
actually, I think the venue's called Pork Rind High School, so you're not far off.
Chocolate chip waffles for the win.
They do have chocolate chip waffles at Waffle House that are delicious, and Jonesville doesn't have chocolate chip waffles at their Waffle House. So,
That's it. That's some genius.
oh
Genius.
yeah, oh yeah.
Mr. Golden, I could talk all night, but first I just want to thank you for an hour. Maybe next week when we have Michael Gabriel in, we will address his contract in Tropic Mania.
Right.
I'll tell him, look, I'm an old man, but I could come out of retirement.
Look, tell Michael Gabriel if he doesn't straighten up this bad attitude and try to tell me who I need to be. Not only are you gonna stand in and take place of his role and say all of his lines, I'm gonna give you his money.
I will take his money too, and in a heartbeat. I will take it.
Now I'm only paying him pennies, but I mean every little bit helps, QB. I mean, come
You
on.
know how broke I am. I got a kid.
You're so broke you can't stand still, huh?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Oh.
Mr. Cheney, I will give you the last words. Hey, Evan, on the most serious note in my life, thank you very much. We are always graced when you join us. It is one of the highest rated shows, for real, folks. One of the highest rated shows we always have. We've been lucky to have KC on here. KC does the same for River City. And we thank you both for supporting each other and supporting us.
Well, we're proud to be a part of the show, and I just want to say thank you guys so much for having me on. It's always a pleasure to help River City Media out, because you guys are helping me. We're spreading the golden word. Now everybody wants to watch an Evan Golden match right now. I bet they do, don't they?
They can go to River City Media and see about 15 of them. I posted so many today. True shoot story. Got a phone call from a friend that said, "Is Evan Golden your child and we don't know about it? Is he your legit?" And I was like, no, he's just my friend and a future world champion. That's what I
Hey,
said.
you said it. You said it best, Dad. I mean,
Yeah.
QB.
Go ahead, Howie. Me and
Evan, thanks for joining us tonight. Thanks for the the hour. Word got out today that you was going to be on the show. River City Media actually trended for the first time ever today because of you. Thank you for that. I know that's normal for you to trend every day, but for us, it's huge. Appreciate you taking the time to be with us with the movies and the wrestling and everything. Getting an hour out of you was great. Beautiful title.
Oh yeah, look guys, look, it doesn't matter how busy I am. I always make time for River City Media, and you two are the best hosts around, and that's why I'm always gonna bring the Beside the Ring title. This is going nowhere. And yeah, guys, look, anytime.
That's a beautiful belt. I love it. Can you hold it up one more time to where we can
I
get a
would
good
I
look
would
at it?
be proud to, buddy. Take a look. This is what could have been Heath Slater's bedside every night, but instead he's all alone. Unless he's married, but I don't know. But this is what he could have had.
That's a beautiful belt. Evan, thanks for joining us, man. Sorry about the mayor of Sherwood not being able to be on here tonight, but I'm sure you really didn't miss him.
No, oh, JJ? Oh yeah, I can't even remember what he looks like.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us, Randy. Take us out of here, buddy.
for Randall Cunningham, QB1 for Howie Cheney, 4 the future legend Evan Golden, the Golden Child. On the day of Golden, you have been it's to me. Good night. God bless.